Hello everyone, welcome back. So we're in the month of August and I know that anyone that has a vegetable garden knows that there's a lot of zucchini coming out of there right now. And also all the farmers markets have plenty of it. So I wanted to share with you a recipe that I served at the restaurant since the first year that we opened for 17 years. It's a zucchini pound cake, and we used to serve it as a petit four after everyone's dessert. And it's a little bit different from a zucchini bread. I figured everybody has a really good recipe for zucchini bread, but you might not have one for a pound cake. So let's get started. It's very easy to make, very delicious, great to freeze, great to bring to a friend's house. So I think you'll really like it. All right, so first thing, let's talk about the ingredients. Butter. You're going to need 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter. If I don't mention it all the time in the videos, I always use unsalted butter. So it's 10 tablespoons or 5 ounces melted. You want to let this come to room temperature. Zucchini. You want 2 fairly small zucchini. The larger the zucchini gets, the more water it has. So this is 10 ounces exactly of zucchini that I just used this box grater. So it was 2 fairly small zucchini. And then I have 4 eggs, large eggs, which I have brought to room temperature. We're going to use some vanilla, sugar, baking powder, salt, flour, and you need some type of nut. Although if you do have an allergy to nuts, you can certainly just don't put any nuts in, of course, and it'll still be absolutely great. This is walnuts. You can use pine nuts, you can use pistachios, whatever you really like. Hazelnuts. We're going to, and I always toast the nuts, so that's really important to know. And you want to get them toasted and cooled before you're ready to chop them up and put them in your recipe. 2/3 of a cup of walnuts. Okay, and our flour. So let's first sift all of our dry ingredients. I just have a strainer here and a piece of parchment paper on my counter. 2 cups of flour, and I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And also 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And I always use diamond kosher salt. Okay. 1 teaspoon. And just pass this through the strainer. And we have all of our dry ingredients together. The sugar we're going to add to the eggs. And once again, just like when I did the video for the cheesecake, we're going to use a food processor. You can use a mixer, or you can even do this by hand if you prefer. It's actually very easy to do. So let's put in our 4 eggs, and we also need 1 teaspoon of good vanilla. This is really quick and easy to put together. And you know, if you do have a lot of zucchini coming out of the garden, like I said, it freezes really well. It's great to give to friends. So it's a nice pound cake. Okay. Let me just give this a quick little whip. And now I want to add my sugar. I have 1.25 cups of sugar to the 4 eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla here. And it is important that your butter is not really warm. It should be fairly room temperature. Otherwise your eggs could possibly curdle, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so that's nicely mixed. I'm going to just leave it on and slowly add my butter. You want to take your time. just so that it has a chance to incorporate. Okay, that's it. So we have, all that we have left is our dry ingredients and our zucchini and nuts. And what we want to do here is add our dry ingredients to our eggs and sugar and vanilla. I'm just going to use a rubber spatula and just go around the sides. Make sure, oh, it looks great. It's just very, very loose and nicely incorporated. Okay. And now you want to add your flour and baking powder and salt. And just pulse this until it is just mixed. You don't need to overwork this. It looks to me like it's already done. That looks good. So you don't want to go too far with this. You want to just mix it so that it doesn't take but a couple of pulses. Now I'm putting my finger through to hold on to the blade, and here is our mixture. You want to get it all out. Okay, the only thing that is left to put in here is our zucchini and our walnuts. And by the way, I do have my oven already preheated at 425 degrees. We're going to give it a quick jump start and bake it at 425 for 10 minutes. And then we will lower it to 350, and this is going to go into a 9x5 loaf pan, and it's a fairly thick batter, as you can see. I'm going to come over so you can see the batter really well. Here you go. I think you can see, it looks great. Okay. And here is our 9x5 pan. I did line it with some parchment, but you can just grease and flour it, or you can use just Pam. Whatever you like. I like to always line the bottom with parchment because I find that it comes out the easiest. So, oh, this is going to be really good. Okay. And then just use your spatula just to make sure that it's all nice and even, but it already is, so I don't even need to do that. Okay, I think our zucchini pound cake is ready. Just check to make sure it's perfectly clean, and it is. And I'd love to come around and show it to you. And what's really nice, I don't know if I mentioned, but I did not peel the zucchini, so it's really nice when you see those little green specks in there. It looks beautiful. And there we have our beautiful zucchini pound cake. We'll let this cool completely before you slice it. So our beautiful zucchini pound cake has cooled, and I was able to slice it for you so that you could see the interior of the cake, which looks lovely. And as I said, if you don't peel the zucchini, you get the lovely green specks all the way through, which really looks nice, and you can see the beautiful walnuts going through the cake as well. A couple of things I just want to go over with you in regard to the zucchini. The smaller the better. There's less water in small zucchini. So it will take anywhere from 2 to 3 small zucchini to get your 10 ounces. Weigh your zucchini before you grate it. And then you go ahead and grate it. And if you have a box grater like this one, there's 2 sides. You want to use the coarse side. It will release less water that way as well. And as far as baking is concerned, 425 degrees for the first 10 minutes, drop your oven to 350 degrees, and that can take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. You don't want to undercook your pound cake. You want it a nice, rich, golden brown. Okay, thanks everyone. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.